Hey guys, so we're here for round two of our new little series here. So
We're trying to think of a name for it, so if you guys have a suggestion, put it in the comments.
yeah, put it in the comments. We're trying to think of a name.
Mine's Wacky Wednesday with the crazy wacky people.
You could call it Wacky Wednesday. I kind of thought of that, but put it in the comments. And anybody who comes up with a name that we use, if you have a name, we'll send you a sticker and we will send you a keychain. And anyways, welcome and thanks for clicking on us and checking us out. And like I said, this is our second Wacky Wednesday. We're going to let you know what's happening in our lives. We're working back to heading towards Quartzsite. I'm working back to going back to work here in a couple of months. Sue's working to get her health going. And you want to let them know how your health's going?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing really good.
Yep. She looks at me. Yep.
I'm doing really good.
No, I mean, yeah.
My breathing has gotten way better. Like on Wednesday this week, we went to, I did all of Walmart. I went to BJ's. No, we didn't do Walmart. We did BJ's. We did CVS, Down to Earth. Oh, and I went to Home Depot too. And I wasn't exhausted. So that's really a good thing. So yeah, I can actually do stuff. I went out with Melanie on Saturday. We went to... it's a thrift store. It's a big thrift store around here, Savers. And then we went out for breakfast, and that was nice. And then came home from that, and then we ended up going for a walk. Well, he had already gone for his walk, so I went for my walk. And then when he came back, he's like, okay, let's go to the dump. We had to go to the dump and do recycling. So we did that. Yeah. And then from that, we ended up, we decided we wanted to get a new sound bar because we had gotten a new TV, but our sound bar didn't work. So we ended up going off to Best Buy to get the sound bar. Then we came home, and the sound bar didn't work. Then we went back again.
It's terrible.
So
we had to go,
basically, it was a very busy day on
so
Saturday.
We brought it home. I plugged it in. Now, I'm not tech savvy, so I'm thinking it might have been something that I did. I plugged it in, and it won't fire up. But it ended up being it was broke. We got another one. But anyway, yeah, so Sue's...
So it was a busy day.
Yeah. And
so I think yesterday I was having a little bit of trouble breathing, but I think I just might have done too much on Saturday.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, when she gets to feeling better, she's, and then...
You want to run.
Me and our daughter both tell her, Mom, go slow, but Sue, when she gets going,
you feel good.
She puts her head to the grindstone, especially seeing as she hasn't had any energy lately.
Right, so
she turns into this little energizer bunny for a couple hours, but then kind of pays for it a little bit. But anyway,
so I think maybe that's why.
Yeah, so happy, that she's doing better. So what? The night before last, not last night, but the night before last, for some reason I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea why, and I guess just lack of. Too much rest.
I thought your back was hurting. That's why you woke up.
That's what it was. My back was hurting.
So you didn't write down the notes, did you?
So I don't know, not last night, but the night before, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. My back was aching. I couldn't stand being in bed. And I'm like, well, I didn't want to get up. So I laid there. And of course, now I'm awake and I'm focused on it. It hurt more and more. So I got up. I said, I'll get up. I'll turn the heat on. Because I can't stand the cold. We're back in New England with snowbirds up here in the north is not working out well as far as my coldness is going. And I come out here, I turn the furnace up, nothing. Yeah, so it was, and of course it's a Sunday morning. I had to call my guy. He came and fixed it for us. We felt bad on doing it on a Sunday. But anyways, at 3:30 in the morning now, it was like 13, not 13, it was like 16 degrees out, and I don't want our pipes to freeze, right? So, because, we live in a mobile home, so where the water comes out under the trailer from the ground into the trailer, it could be pretty serious. You got to keep some heat going. And so I had to go traipsing out in the snow and traipsing through my shed to find 2 portable heaters, which we put in here and made it comfortable.
Yeah, it did.
Anyways, so he tells us we need a new furnace, which I got to agree with him. The furnace is from 1970, folks, so you can't ask it for much more than that. And it's already been worked on 3 times. We've only been living here for 2 years, and like he said, it's going to go bad at some point during a snowstorm, and you're going to be screwed.
Coldest day of the year.
So we're going to have to go to a new furnace, but he gave us a price, and yikes. Are you ready for this?
$11,000.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say 5.
I thought he was going to say maybe $7,000.
$11,000?
I was saying 5 to 7, right?
He's like, well, maybe you can do it in the spring. I'm like, well, yeah, maybe next spring.
Yeah, so I said, well, give me like a year to save up a little bit of money or something, and he's like, well, and then he went into it, and he's right. It's on his last leg. The first time they came, his son looked at it when we moved in. I had it checked.
It was for cleaning, yeah.
Yeah, it came for a regular maintenance cleaning. Of course, I don't know anything about it. It we hadn't even used the furnace, so I had the kid come in. He warned us at that point. I remember the firebox inside is just getting like, I guess it's iron or whatever, but it's just falling apart, flakes. He said it's flaky. So sooner or later you're going to blow a hole in that. And he did say it's going to be not too much longer. And that was 2 years ago now. Had it worked on 3 times, so, you know.
Well, he also said that they only last 25 years, and this is now 55 years,
Right,
if you
55.
did
So
math right.
That's what I'm saying. So
Right.
that would be 25 years if you had to use it year round, I think.
Right.
So here you got to use it around 6 months out of the year. An old man like me is about 7 months out of the year because, hey,
He's got it on in the summer.
it's a couple times in July. I've got this thing on because
Every
guess what?
morning.
I got to go outside in the cold at 46 sometimes, even in July around this place. And yeah, so.
So we're in there like dying, and he's
So,
got the
you
heat
know,
on.
and of course last Wednesday, I'm so sick of snow. Been 3 feet, 3 inches since we stepped foot back on this property, and I've shoveled several times, and I'm really getting sick
All
of it.
3 foot,
It's-
3 inches.
It's getting old, and so alongside of our driveways, which is melted now, but at one point alongside of our driveway, I mean, it was up to my shoulders, high, mounded, right? So we're thinking it's over. The last Wednesday morning I wake up, I open up the shade, I look, there's a couple of inches out there. I'm thinking, it won't be too bad. You know, it's a couple inches. I moved 2 feet in one storm. So what's a couple of inches, right? So I get out there and it was a couple of inches of probably
Wet.
the heaviest, wet, thick slush. But you couldn't do anything with it because it was just thick enough to form, but yet it wasn't quite snow. And every shovelful was like having a gallon of water out there on the shovel, I swear. It busted my family jewels. That's all I got to say. I busted my butt on that. And please pray for us. No more snow.
No more
Okay?
snow.
We're going to get out of here next winter, and hopefully we don't have to come back until after, because it's great. We come back, it's already starting to warm up. Yeah, it's cool mornings, but it's already started to warm up. We don't have a chance of snow. And even if it did snow, it'd be gone in a couple hours once the sun came up, you know? So, I don't know. Sue's been looking to get into some of her, into one of her new
hobby.
interest of a hobby. Go
I
ahead,
asked
tell them about
Melanie
it,
to get me I've been wanting to do resin art. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but I've been watching that I see a lot of videos on YouTube or Facebook, whatever, and so I asked Melanie for that for Christmas, and so she gave it to me. But I never got a chance to do it because I was so sick. I figured I'd do it outside in the tent in Quartzsite, it'd be perfect. But I was so sick, I never got a chance to do it. So since I've gotten home, I've gotten some new molds and gotten a little bit more excited about it and gotten a little bit more stuff for it. And then I kind of read something that said, it was a girl that was talking about, she had done a resin class of some sort with like 50 people in a hotel, but they weren't in a room with a window, so there was no draft, and she got really sick. So it kind of made us nervous. So I've been kind of doing a little bit more research, and I don't think it's going to be that bad. We're going to try to open a window and
I'm
put
going to
a
open up a
fan
window. I'm going to put a fan behind her. It doesn't even have to be blowing hard, and make sure the wind ain't coming in the window, and she'll be fine. I mean,
Right.
she's only going to be what you thinking 4 feet from the window. So
Right. And plus, I'll wear my mask and
with
wear
her
my rubber
lungs, we don't want to
gloves.
risk any
Right.
exposure. So
Right.
that's why we're being so cautious.
And I can't do smelly stuff anyways, but this supposedly is a non-smelling,
low fume,
resin.
low,
Right.
you know.
And I see people doing it. They're not using gloves. They're not using masks. They're just doing it. So I have a feeling that's not as bad. And I asked Crystal from CRView. Crystal makes some really cute keychains. She made us some with the puppy's first birthday picture on it, which is adorable. So I asked Crystal her opinion, and Crystal said that she does it right in her room in her RV, and that no one's ever complained about the smell. So even I'm sure if she was there, her dog's right beside her, and the dog's having that sensitive smell would have complained and left the room, but they don't. So I have a feeling that it's not going to be as bad as we thought it was. So maybe tomorrow I might try that.
It's probably not as bad, but I did hear that you don't know that you can't smell it, so therefore you don't know if it's affecting you until after the fact. So that's why we're just being cautious. She's
Right.
probably right. She's probably fine.
Right.
But she's got a bad set
But
of
with
lungs
my
going
lungs
on.
going-
Since her
right.
lupus, and she had a lung collapse, and
Right.
you know,
Since COVID,
That's
basically.
why we
Yeah.
fled so bad from Arizona. We would still be in Arizona for another couple of months, or at least down there, you know, meandering around. But we panicked when they said congestive heart failure, because she nearly had congestive heart failure already. Her lungs filled with fluid built around her heart. Like this was last
Yeah, but that wasn't
so
because of
much.
my heart or my lungs.
No,
that
I
was
know,
because of my
but when they
lupus,
said congestive heart failure, it freaked
Right.
us out.
It scared us
because that's
big
something
time.
you don't mess with. And we were in the middle of nowhere, and the one doctor that helped us there in the hospital was a nice doctor, but there's some also whack jobs out there. I'm not going to get into it or whatever. If you want me to tell you more, I'll tell you on the phone, but I'm not going to go here and throw somebody under the bus. But all I got to say is you got the doctor telling her to go on a carnivore diet, and then the following week they're telling her she's got congestive heart failure. Well, I know for a fact that if you got anywhere near close to congestive heart failure, you don't even want to eat one Big Mac. Never mind go on a carnivore diet. So she did that, and she went downhill fast because of it. So, anyways, we fleed. Yeah,
We did.
we
But now
panicked.
we're home, and so as much as he's not hating being home, hating being in the cold is what he's hating being not at home.
I don't mind being home,
Right.
and
But
I
he doesn't like the cold.
We just been hanging out and
But getting things done.
Yeah, well, she thinks I wouldn't get that stuff done, but she forgets that last year I spent days and days and days on big projects. So
Right.
this year I would have had the time. But
Anyway.
she's right. There's benefits.
We've
to
gotten
it.
things
I
done.
like being home. I like Massachusetts. I just don't like.
The cold.
I don't like mid-fall, winter, up to mid-spring, and a little bit beyond that actually, because it takes a while to warm up around here. It takes a long time to get cold, you know. This year though, we're going to leave on time, hopefully around October 15th or so. We're going to start at October 1st to build up to it, start trucking stuff over there so it's not all done and slow and get it all ready. I only have a couple projects, small projects yet, you know, time consuming. At least one of them will be. I got a little bit of a rot spot in our slide that I got to fix. That somehow over the years, I think somebody must have left a window open and that wall got, you know, soaked pretty bad. And then on the way down, I knew there was like a soft spot there, but the outside is fine. The foam is fine. It's just the inside. It's literally that thick. There's nothing to these rigs. It's all about weight. So there's nothing to it. So all I got to do is just cut a square out and put another square in. I don't have to really do anything fancy, but it's going to be time consuming because I do have to pull the couch out. While I get the couch out, I'm probably going to pull that stupid carpet out from under there.
Yay.
You know, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so. I mean,
It won't matter what's under there.
No.
Even if it's just wood floor, who cares?
it doesn't matter a bit, right?
Right.
Well, even if it's just regular bare wood, nobody
I mean, you
sees
can leave
it,
the
and
carpet
the
there.
rug takes that much room, and this precious room under there because room. When we're in that thing for 6 or 7 months, room's precious. I mean, everything you need to live is
But you
in
might
there.
be better off to leave that because for warmth.
Yeah, maybe.
So
well,
maybe under
but
your bed,
maybe at
maybe.
least I'll cut it out, you know, so
A
that
little
we won't
better.
see it, you know, because you can still see a small spot there. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. But I do have a nice transition that I might not want to mess with and stuff. I haven't decided that part yet. But I
Well, yeah, 'cause you don't have any more
other than
wood.
that, though, I got regular maintenance to that truck. Obviously, I got to take it to a tire store and have brand new
Tire stems.
valve stems put on, because when I went to have brand new tires put on before we went down there, you would assume that the guy would have done valve stems. He did none of the valve stems, and we had trouble with two valve
Twice.
stems on the way down, right? So when's the last time you heard of a tire store so not put tire stems into a brand new tire? It's unheard of. So PJ's Tire in Sonnet, Mass, I don't suggest you go there. That's all I got to say.
Did you get the right name?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Just
anyways,
sure.
you know, just saying,
Mhm.
I'm not throwing him under the bus, but we're talking about it, because I'm going to throw him under the bus. Because if you ask me if you should go there, I go, hell no, you shouldn't go there. Any tire store in the world, it's like you put a new stem in the tire. You're responsible for that tire once you put it back on, right? Well, we had trouble twice. And we got to get 2 trailer tires. I got to check the brakes, grease it, make sure all the utilities work. Which last year I had to fix the refrigerator. Of course, something will happen this year. It always does. Who knows?
Maybe not. Shh.
Maybe not. You know. But,
Don't-
yeah.
don't
I
jinx
don't
it.
know. So.
But this year, anyways, we've gotten a lot of things done, a lot of organizing. Which I mean, we literally moved in a year ago. Well, it'll be 2 years in September, but a year ago, September, we moved in September. We left in October. So we basically had everything neat, but there was just like some extras I
With
hadn't gotten to, especially
big
this
projects,
area.
guys. We both did big projects.
No, this was last year. The first year we didn't do anything.
No, I mean,
Last year, yeah.
yeah.
So last year we came home.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry. I
yeah.
thought she was talking
last
about
year we
this
came home and he
yeah.
did the shed and did the
I had to
power wash
power
the
wash
deck.
the deck.
Right.
There was all kinds of big projects around this place.
But
the
I didn't
shed,
feel good.
The shed alone, and Sue didn't feel good, right? But the shed alone, for a 70-year-old guy who's working full
That took a
time,
long time.
I could only pick at it 2 hours here, 2 hours there. And anything I needed somebody to help me with, I had to get help because Sue couldn't do it.
Your sister was awesome. She came and helped
Yeah,
a
my
couple
sister
times.
came and helped a couple times.
Sandy was great.
You know, I figured out ways to do it. It was just way slower, you know. And
But
of
it
course,
took longer than
of course, I had to
expected.
measure everything myself. Oh my God, right? So whatever.
He's not the best.
I'm not the best. Hey, I can do a lot of stuff, but measuring, I've learned to measure 5 times and cut. Let's just put it that way.
And whichever one matches, if you get 3 the
Correct.
same, then
you
you
get a
pick
match.
that one.
Bingo, that's the one you go with, right? And it doesn't always work, but you know, well,
It does
I
not
didn't do
always
any bad
work.
cuts, though. I
No,
really
you did
did
good.
well. There was some weird stuff I had to really measure out, and
I mean, if
some,
you had somebody come, some like you said, carpenter
if I
come
had a
and look at
carpenter
it,
come,
they could pick it
they'd
apart.
go, "Are you kidding me?" They'd be ashamed of it, but I'm proud of it, and I know it's done right. It's just not professional. I know it's done right in that it's definitely sealed and weatherproof and looks well from 50 feet,
from afar.
right?
It definitely looks
You know,
nice.
and if you're
though.
not a carpenter, you wouldn't even know it. You just
Right.
go, "Oh, it's a beautiful building," right?
Right.
But a carpenter would come and he'd, "What the hell was, what, why?"
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. But anyway, so we've been doing a lot of little things,
Yeah.
you know, getting
It's
our
work.
room straightened
Susie's
out and
got a lot of,
organized. and,
organized because Susie was sick
Right.
the whole time we've been living here, and our living room on one side
This
of it
area
was
right here where I'm
became
sitting.
a storage /
Crap.
junk area because
Yeah.
it's all stuff that I don't have a clue what to
No.
do with.
and I didn't have a clue
I
to
know
do
what
it.
I would do with it, but
Right,
just saying.
right.
Sue,
I did start it last year. I got some of it done.
But this year
But
she's
then
got
I
it
got
all
sick
nice.
and-
That's why we're sitting here, because this is
can
actually
actually
where the
clean this
pile
area.
used to be, right?
Right,
So
the pile was literally right where we're
literally
sitting.
was
so.
right
But I
here.
got it all taken care of, and I've been working on that, it's nice to feel good to be able to do that. So I got all the things organized. I can actually find my desk. We're at my desk right now, so I can find my desk.
I'm gonna grab the puppies. Go ahead, talk. I'm
Okay,
gonna grab the puppies.
but it's been nice. So we've been doing little improvements here or there, trying to get this done and get that done, and hang this picture here or move that picture there. And here's a little Gracie. Oh, Gracie was sleeping. Is Gracie sleeping? Hi, Grace. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. They're getting big and hunky and fresh and cute.
So,
And all those things in between. There's a spike.
Yeah, nice. And when we started this little gig here, they were wild. Now they're kind of half asleep, so it's a perfect time to bring.
Yeah,
we're
they went to
gonna
nap.
try to either begin or end with showing these, knuckleheads. So that's basically our second show, though, right? I mean, we got nothing else to talk about.
Oh, that's about something.
It's a dull week, but that's all we got. So what?
But it's been nice being able to relax and take time and do
we
little
had
projects
all
here or
day
there.
Sunday without worrying about a live, and I'm not complaining, but I didn't enjoy it as much as she enjoyed it. Although she's not missing it, I don't think she is anyways. But are you?
I mean, I miss talking to everybody.
Yeah, well, of
Yeah, I miss
course.
our friends.
She misses talking to everybody. I could go like 6 months and not talk to anybody.
Right.
You'd never know it here, but it's true.
Right, you never know it here because he
I'm
doesn't
kind
stop.
of an introvert, did I call it?
Yes.
Not a pervert, right?
It could be that too.
Whatever. So, anyways, guys, if you can think of a name for this little series, we're thinking about Wacky Wednesday, but we're going to leave it open. Leave it in the comments, and it's going to be a weekly thing. We're just going to write some stuff down and think about what we did for the week and let you all know how close we are getting the quartzite and how work's going, and how Sue's going, because I know everybody loves Sue and they're worried about her health, and we love Sue too, and we're worried about her health. And so
You get to see the puppies. That's
someday
the
we hope we don't have to mention her health because she'll be fine.
That's right.
So,
We'll get there.
hey guys, give us a thumbs up.
We thank you guys
Please.
for watching.
Please comment. Let us know if you have a name for our new little gig here, show, whatever you want to call it.
And I think we're going to be doing one of our, well, maybe tomorrow. No, it can't be tomorrow because you're going to Dad's tomorrow. But maybe Wednesday we'll be doing one of our next projects, which I told you about. But I bought some new measuring cups and spoons, and I want to hang them up.
Oh
so,
yeah, I got stuff to hang
So we
up.
got a little project. So maybe we'll take.
I'll walk
that
you
one.
around this house and show you everything I got hung up. I'm an expert hanger-upper,
Expert. He has to be because I have lots of junk.
right?
So I have lots of stuff. So I will do. So I figured if I'm doing everybody's in your rig, I might as well do in my rig. And this could he says it can't be considered a rig, but it can be because it has
It's
wheels.
a mobile home, so we
It has
could
wheels.
put wheels on it and tow it down the road, I guess.
If there are still wheels on it.
Technically, yes.
It
For
still has
some
a tire
reason
on it.
underneath there is, yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. So it could be in our rig. So I'm probably gonna at some point once I get it completely neat. So give me another few weeks and I'll get it completely neat and actually polish
We'll
and
show you
dust
around.
and stuff and
Show
make
you-
it look pretty.
show you
And
what-
then I'll show you in my rig, in my real
I
rig.
think Spike's tired.
I know. Look at these babies.
Anyways, guys, thank
They
you.
are sweet.
Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, we're getting close. We're 872.
We're getting
Another
there.
100 and a quarter, and we can maybe get monetized.
Well, we need lots of hours though, so
and that would
we'll
work.
add that in.
That would really work out well. But I want to thank everybody. We've come a long way since day one. Is all I
We
know.
thank all of you
I can remember
guys.
when we were stuck at 66 subscribers for a long time. You know.
Who would have thought we're at 862, right? 872.
I want to know why. I don't get it, but I thank you very, 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 very much, guys. Anyways, that's it for this week.
Y'all take care.
We'll see you all
love
later.
guys.
And
God bless.
I love you, and you love me, and they love everybody.
They love everybody.
So, all right, guys.
We love you. We love our babies.
Talk to you
Bye,
after.
guys.
Bye.